Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on the channel. In this video, I'm going to teach you guys how to create a Game Pass button on Roblox. So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to be doing is creating our button. So let's go inside of the starter GUI and insert a new screen GUI. We are going to name this main, just like that. And inside of there, what I'm going to do is add in a text button. So I'm going to add that, just put it here, and we're going to be naming this Game Pass BTN, just like that. And I'm going to style it up a little bit, so give it a UI corner, and give it a UI stroke of 5. Make sure to set the apply stroke mode to border, and I'm just going to quickly change the font face to Fredoka and just say Game Pass, just like that. Awesome. So now that we have our Game Pass button, we're going to be creating a thank you frame. So once you buy the Game Pass, it'll say thank you for buying the Game Pass. So for that, let's just insert a frame into main. We'll drag this, make it a little bigger, and put it in the middle of our screen, just like that. And in here, I'm just first going to copy and paste those, give it a smaller UI corner so it looks better. Inside of the frame, what I'm going to do is insert a text label, and we don't need to name it or anything. If you want, you can. I'm just going to name it title, and make sure it is centered, just like that, and make sure that that you actually type a message here. So for me, it's going to say thanks for purchasing the Game Pass, just like that, and you can add whatever you want in there. So once you do that, let's quickly add in a close button. So I'm just going to make a close button. So I'll give it a red background color, and I will change the text to an X, just like that, and I'll just add these in, and make sure to name the button close, just like that. Awesome. Now that we've created all of the GUIs that we need, it's time to start scripting. Alright, so let's close up our frame. So let's make the visibility off, just like that, and we can start coding on the client. So let me go to the starter player scripts, and let's insert a local script, and we will name this Game Pass client, just like that. Here we're going to say local players, and we'll actually just get the players. We're also going to get the marketplace service, just like that. And actually, before I go any further, make sure that in your game settings, once you publish the game, you set the allow third-party sales to be checked. I usually just check everything in all my games, but just for now, for this video, make sure the allow third-party sales is checked. Awesome. So now that we've done that, we can continue on. Let's say local player is equal to players.localPlayer. Local UI is equal to player.player GUI colon wait for child main, which is what we named it there. Local button is equal to UI.GamePassBTN, and now we'll say local Game Pass ID, and here's where you're going to put your Game Pass ID. Alright, so in order to create a Game Pass and get the Game Pass ID, you want to go to create.roblox.com, click on creations, and then here you want to choose your game. If you can't see your game, make sure you're viewing as, like if you're making it through your group, make sure to click on your group, but I'm just doing it through my account. And click on your game, scroll down till you see, no, I was there, sorry. You want to scroll down to monetization, click on passes, and then create a pass. So I'm just going to name this like double cash. It does not have to be anything special. You don't even have to give it a description. And I'm just going to create the pass, and now we see the pass. Now I'm just going to put it up for sale real quick. So sales, I'll just put 799 Robux here. And in order to get the ID, you want to click on the three dots and then you want to click on copy asset ID, just like that. Alright, so back in Roblox Studio, we can just paste in the Game Pass ID just like that, and we can continue scripting. So first thing that we're going to do is create a function called prompt purchase. So this is the function to handle prompting the purchase. We're going to say local has pass is equal to false. And then we'll say local success message is equal to a protected call and pass through a function. We'll say has pass is equal to marketplace service colon user owns Game Pass async pass through player.user ID and the Game Pass ID. We'll say if not success, then something happens. So we'll say warn error while checking if player has pass, and we'll pass through the message. And if that happens, we just want to return and not do anything else. Now, if it is a success, we're going to check if the player already has the pass. And if they do, we can just print user already owns the Game Pass. And if they don't, we want to prompt it. So we'll say marketplace service colon prompt Game Pass purchase player and Game Pass ID, just like that. Now we need to actually connect the function. So we're going to say button.mouse button one click colon connect prompt purchase, just like that. And once we actually do that, we need to check if it's successful and actually make the frame visible. So for that, we'll say marketplace service dot prompt Game Pass purchase finished colon connect function. We'll get the player, the ID, and if it was a success or not. We want to check if it was a success. Then we'll say UI dot frame dot visible equals true. Awesome. Now that we've done that, we can actually start coding it on the server side. So let's create a new script. It says server script service. And we'll call this Game Pass server. And here we're going to say local marketplace service, and we'll just get the service like that. I'm just going to copy the Game Pass ID from there to here. And then we're going to say local function on product purchase finished, and we'll get the player, the purchased pass ID, and if it was a success or not. So we're going to check if it was a success and the purchase pass ID is equal to the Game Pass ID mentioned above. We'll say print player.name purchased the pass with ID dot dot Game Pass ID, just like that. And I'm just going to put a comment here, but once you do that, you actually want to give the player something in your own game. So I'm not going to do that now, but here's where you would, like, I don't know, give the player like 500 cash or something like that. After that, we're going to say marketplace service dot prompt Game Pass purchase finished colon connect, and we'll pass it to the on product purchase finished. Awesome. Now that we've done that, we have successfully coded the client and the server. So the last thing that I'm just going to do is inside of the close button, I'm just going to add in a quick local script and just say script.parent.mouse button one click colon connect function. I'll just say script.parent.parent.visible equals false. That way the close button actually works. Awesome. So I'm going to play the game and test this out. So because we created the Game Pass, if we hit Game Pass, it should say user already owns the Game Pass, which makes sense. So I'm just going to quickly change the ID real quick so it's a Game Pass that I do not own. Alright, so I changed up the Game Pass ID. When we click on Game Pass, we see the buy item. Let's buy it. And the purchase was successful. Let's hit OK. And we see thank you for purchasing the Game Pass. And we see in the output, Green Tree Gaming purchased the pass with ID and then the Game Pass ID, which is awesome. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.